Hi everyone, welcome to Learn English with Miss. In today's lesson, we're going to learn about making inferences, reading between the lines. So let's get started. What is an inference? An inference is a conclusion you reach by combining text evidence with your own background knowledge, something the author implies but never directly states. Think of yourself as a reading detective. Gather the clues, connect them to what you know, and make your best educated guess. How to make an inference? You can do three things to make an inference. The first thing is to look for clues. The second thing is to use background knowledge. And the third thing is to put it together. Every strong inference is built on two pillars: what the text tells you and what you already know. Combine them to unlock meaning hidden beneath the surface. Let's get right into it. So here's your first practice passage. This is called The Vet's Office. I sat on the bench while Mother and Punch went into the room. I was a little worried about Punch, but I knew that he would get good care. As I waited, I watched a tiny puppy wander toward the lady with the cat in a crate. The lady at the desk talked to a man who was buying medicine. Now read again if you need to, and read one more time for better comprehension if needed. Let's infer. Use what you just read to answer these questions. Where does this story take place? Based on the details in the passage, identify the setting. What text clues helped you? Point to specific words or phrases from the passage as your evidence. What did you already know? What background knowledge did you bring to help you understand the situation? Here's a guided practice using the sentence stem. Use this sentence stem to structure your inference clearly and completely. I think the story takes place blank. This is where you will talk about a setting. Because the text states, then you mention the text evidence. And I know that this is where you mention the background knowledge. The setting, fill in where or what the story is about. Text evidence, quote or paraphrase a specific clue from the passage. Background knowledge, connect it to something you already know about the world. So go ahead and do that right now. We will check your work in a little bit. Now let's apply the sentence stem. Here's how a complete, well supported inference looks using the sentence stem. I think the story takes place at a veterinary clinic because the text states Mother and Punch went into the room and the lady at the desk talked to a man who was buying medicine. And I know that people take their pets to the vet for checkups, care, and medicine. Notice how all three parts work together: the setting plus the text clue plus the real world knowledge. This equals a strong, well reasoned inference. Here's more practice for you. This passage is called The Birthday Party. The room was dark and quiet. We heard Carl and his mother come in the front door talking. I heard two girls in the corner giggle nervously. Another girl told them to be quiet. I hid behind the table where the cake and presents were set out. The tension in the room grew as we waited for them to open the door. Here's your turn. Where does this story take place? Use the sentence stem to write your full inference. Answers and explanations. Passage 1: The Vet's Office. Inference: the story takes place at a veterinary clinic or animal hospital. Text clues: Punch went into the room, lady with a cat in a crate, men buying medicine. Any one of those three can be used as your text clue or text evidence. Background knowledge: vets' offices are where pets receive care, checkups, and medicine. Now, for passage 2, this is how you can make your inference. The passage was entitled The Birthday Party. Inference. The story takes place at a surprise birthday party. Text clues. Room was dark and quiet. Girls giggled nervously, hid behind the table where the cake and presents were set out. Tension grew as we waited. Background knowledge. Surprise parties involve hiding, hushed anticipation, cake, gifts, and a big reveal moment. So, three things have been mentioned. You make your inference using the text clues and background knowledge, and you focus on the setting as well. Keep practicing. Making inferences is a skill that sharpens every time you read. Look for clues in every passage, connect them to what you know, and trust your reasoning. Look for clues, pay attention to details in every text you read, connect your knowledge, bridge the text to your real world experience, and use the sentence stem. Structure your inferences clearly and confidently each and every time. Thank you for watching and learning with me. I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.